Okay, now we are going to find an unknown angle in a right angle triangle. So if you've watched the previous ones, we found sides before, but this time we're finding an angle. So we still are going to use this SOHCAHTOA thing to remember which ratio to use. But just like before, we need to start with the question and decide what have we got? Have we been given an opposite, a hypotenuse, or adjacent? Which are the two pieces of information we've been given? So this time we don't know what angle the angle actually is, but we still know where we're looking from. So hypotenuse is opposite the right angle triangle. We have been given the hypotenuse. We're definitely using the hypotenuse. Now adjacent means next to. So one side is the hypotenuse of the angle, the other line of the angle is adjacent. This is adjacent. So this time we're using hypotenuse and adjacent. A and H. Go over here, have a look at your SOHCAHTOA. Think which one uses A and H. There's the A, there's the H. We're using cos. So we need to write cos of the angle is equal to, same order it's written here, adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent 6,750 over hypotenuse 8,100. Now, what's different now is we are finding an unknown angle. This is what we don't know. Whenever you're finding an angle, you're going to have to use the cos inverse button on your calculator, or the sine inverse or the tan inverse. That's the inverse. So you say A is equal to cos inverse of 6,750 over 8,100. You go to your calculator, you use shift or second function or whatever it is that uses the button above the cos button. The second function cos or inverse cos, shift cos, whatever. And then you put 6,750 divided by 8,100. I'm using brackets. And then to the nearest whole degree, let's go to that one, to the nearest whole degree. This will be 33.5, so that's going to be 34 degrees. That's how big A is, to the nearest whole degree. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one over here. So we have the angle we're looking from is here. We need to decide, have we got the hypotenuse? Yes, there it is. And adjacent, we have the line that makes the hypotenuse and the adjacents next, but we don't have the adjacent. So this one over here must be opposite. So what is using hypotenuse and opposite, or O and H? O and H. We are using sine. So we write sine of the angle, sine X, is equal to opposite, has to go in the same order, over hypotenuse, 6 over 10. We are finding an angle. If we have to find an angle, we must use sine inverse. So X is equal to sine inverse of 6 over 10. Look at your calculator. Sine inverse of 6 over 10. And close your brackets. And to the nearest whole degree for this one, I've got 36.8, so that's 37 degrees.